What's up everybody, I'm quickly interrupting ahead of this video. Welcome to the channel of course, but quickly wanted to shout out the Signal group we have, which is a group in which I share all of my trades. For example, also this maker trade that we took over the course of this week. But we also, for example, bought Bitcoin at 101,000, which hopefully it's still trading higher at this point of time, but it went to 107,000. But I also released a new trading guide in which I fully explain one of the main strategies that I use to trade. So not only will you get profitable signals, you're also able to learn how to become a profitable trader yourself. So if you want to join, that sounds interesting, links will be down in the description. For now, enjoy the video. Bye. Good morning everybody, welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great and welcome to this new video, or this, I've made videos on HYPERLIQUID before, but I haven't really posted technical updates on it, so I wanted to post a full technical update on HYPERLIQUID right now, or their main coin Hype. We'll also talk about some fundamentals, which I think is necessary for some context regarding Hype right now, but we're just going to do full updates. I have to squint my eyes a little bit because a sneeze is coming, which I'm trying to keep in. But no, I mean, we're going to do full updates. I recently, I think about a week or 2 weeks ago, I did a video on, or no, 3 weeks ago, I think, I did a full video on HYPERLIQUID and why I thought it was a great project. Since then, it has performed relatively well. As you can see, it's even... in these volatile markets, it's up about 25%, I think, in the last week, which is great. I mean, if I held my airdrop of Hype, would have been a lot of money, but unfortunately, I sold most of that. I think when we topped out first, right? So if we zoom all the way out for Hype, I think I sold most right there at like 20, 27, 25. Still an amazing profit, but you can see here on the daily time frame as well is that HYPERLIQUID has been and still is in an amazing uptrend right here since the 17th of April. And just in general, fundamentally, HYPERLIQUID is doing great. Volume, as you can see right here, is good, and volume is also still increasing with this last breakout, for example. So there's no major bearish divergence there. With the RSI, there is a bearish divergence, but the RSI, you should always, you know, take that with a grain of salt, right? I mean, the RSI is just a mathematical equation. If there's a divergence between the price and the RSI and also with the price and volume, then I would say that's bad news. But at this point of time, that's not true. So therefore, no real worries. And fundamentally, HYPERLIQUID is also doing great, right? I mean, if you take a look at the token trading volume, if you take a look at the TVL, if you take a look at the perp fees, the revenue they make, they're still making a lot of money, right? And I think if you go all the way to the overview right here, they have an annualized revenue of almost $1 billion, right? I mean, at this point in time, it's $900 million. Then outside of that, the layer 1 network they've launched is also growing rapidly. Has about $1.8 billion on there, with some good DEX volume as well of about $226 million. Where all of the transaction fees and Hype, my apologies for my nose by the way, all the transaction fees and Hype actually get burned, right? So the tokenomics are actually pretty well designed as well. So both fundamentally and technically, I don't see any reason why this would stop. Now, obviously, the fundamentals in the entire world right now are quite unstable. So getting some sort of a push down, like we also had right here at the end of May, or like we had Thursday, Friday last week, I think that is a possibility, right? And we also left some imbalances to the downside. And I think in the worst case scenario, Hype can fall all the way down to $36, but I don't see a reason, neither fundamentally nor technically, why we would lose this uptrend, right? So a pullback, I think that's most likely even on the lower time frames, given those imbalances. But then for now, if the fundamentals remain stable, I think we'll just hold $39 and $40 as support, and I think we can rally up to the area around $50 from there. If we do see some sort of escalation, or if the fundamentals become worse, I think we can pull back lower into the 30-day rolling VWAP, into the 200 EMA at $35. But that is, given the current situation, the lowest I see Hype going for now. And we could consolidate after that a little bit, but ultimately I do expect continuation later from there as well. But those are my thoughts. I think that's what you need to know for now. So if you do have any questions, let me know down in the comments. I'll see you all in my next videos. Let me know if you want more videos on Hype. Take care, have a great week, and bye.